Hello, it's me, Gingerman, and we are back on our travels after the story so far. And today I find myself in the mystical land of the Milton of Balgonie. Where is that, you ask? Well, it's right next to the coal town of Balgonie, which I did film earlier in this year or late last year. I can't quite remember, somewhere amongst then. Anyway, I seen that there was a cool castle here. I flew to it in the last episode. And I realised, is the castle in Milton or Coal Town of Balgonie? And I still am undecided, but I'm sure we'll get to the bottom of that today. Anyway, enough yakkering, and yeah, let's get on with this. Milton of Balgonie, show me what you got! Peace.
I'll turn on the camera, test my microphone, I'm firing up the podcast, sound waves coming to your home. Gingerman with a can is here to make your day. Gingerman with a can would like to hear you say today.
Look at this. Idyllic day with a nice sort of woodland walk leading me straight into the Milton of Balgonie. Now I've got to remember not to say the coal town of Balgonie, which I might slip occasionally because I visited there first, and that's on my mouth, that's on my lips, that's on my tongue. I don't know much about this place. I just started off cold here, other than it's got a castle and it looks quite like it's got some woodland walks around it, so this is going to be a good one. I'm excited. There's the official sign, Milton of Balgonie. Equestrian horse show jumping thing going on here, and oh look, there's a wee, smells like horses and rabbits. Oh no, there is a horse here, I can confirm there's a horse. Oh look, it's Fife's leading mill town. Of course it's the mill town. Milton. The sign says Milton, this says Mill Town. Anyway, while there were several mills of different purposes located around this area, all harnessing the power of the River Leven, the largest and most important one in the development of Milton of Balgonie was the Baxter and Stewart Flax Mill. There we go. We've got a whole thing here about the flax mill. Originally built in 1800, the flax mill was extended in 1807 and employed around 270 people. And back then, 270 was a lot of people. And they didn't have computers, no AI, who needed to be housed close to their place of work. The majority of the traditional stone cottages in the village were built by the Earl of Leven and Melville, and feud to the owner of the flax mill, William Drummond. Drummond made his son-in-law Robert Baxter of Dundee his business partner, and on Drummond's retirement, another relative, Joseph Stewart, joined the business. Wow, there we go. Fascinating. So already, this place is a point of interest, and I'm excited to get going. Go and say hi to these horses. The tree swing is for the horses. Tree swing, horses, Gingerman, fence, tree swing, horses. Okay, so everything is beginning to die off. All the colour is now starting to fade from the trees and from the flowers. There's some still colours left, but you know, we're creeping into autumn now. It smells like autumn. Looks like summer, just. So as you're walking along, this is like what I believe the main street, and there's like the main road just there, and then that's it. It's a narrow place, the Milton of Balgonie. Is it the most narrow village in Fife? Let's put it to the test. Alright, it's the bus stop. There's the bus. It's kind of away from the road a bit, the bus stop. Some might say the inexperienced bus driver might miss that bus stop. It's kind of off the way, but you know. What a lovely day. I don't mind these views out the front of my house. The old flax mill cottage. See, when you're just driving through somewhere, you really don't notice everything. You miss almost 80% of what somewhere has to offer. It's not until you actually stop, get out and have a look around, that's when you really see stuff. Look at this. What? Anyway, there we go, Kirk view. Got a view of the Kirk. Oh wait, is this someone's... Is this now someone's cottage? I thought I could get in there. Is this the house? Nope, someone lives in it. He's got a sky dish. And it looks like it is now no longer a place of worship. It's a place of living. Well, there you go. I came to see the old church, and it's now someone's house. Welcome to Milton of Balgonie. It's got the beautiful Fife Bronze Award. If you keep working, guys, you can get that silver award. The school just looks like one singular building. I don't even know if it's an is it still an active school? The school is closed. School is closed, I can confirm. It is an old COVID sign, but the lock's still on the gate. What I can assume from that is the kids of Milton of Balgonie are just being homeschooled forever. Fair enough. I can't imagine there being too many families here. I might have to get my phone out and find out some stats on this place. Right, there's Jubilee Gardens. I don't know, it seems a little bit more busy along here. Is this just another residential street? I think it's all just residential here. Even the church has become a house. Everything's just a house. I like it though. These must be the old cottages, the traditionals, the OGs. Really nice. I think that's the section we're coming into. The original. This is really nice. Especially on a day like this. Oh, it's not all residential. I see a pub. Where can you get the bus to? You can get the bus to Glenrothes. You can only, I can confirm, only get the bus to Glenrothes from here. And just all different areas of Glenrothes. But from Glenrothes, the world is your oyster. Oh yeah. We're out in the flats, we're out in the Flaxmill Lane. Had to be a Flaxmill Lane. I've saved the Flaxmill Lane for later. It looks really cool. And opposite the Flaxmill Lane we've got Dixon Lane. Like all these other roads just straight up to the road. There does seem to be a wee building up here. What is this? Is this the town hall? I think we found the town hall. It is in fact the Miners' Welfare Institute. There we go. So not just some flax milling, we've got some Miners' Welfare Institute. And we must remember that we are actually in the heartlands of Fife. You know, we're just a stone's throw away from the coal town of Balgonie. So really, we're in the heartlands of Fife where these villages appeared around the working environment. There we go. Nice building of its time. Of its time. Been well kept too. And I don't know if you can see it, but it says 1925 on the top. Thistle Day Nicely. Nice name. Nice artwork. Thistle Day Nicely. I like it. It's a cool name. And such a quirky little place too. Thistle Do Nicely. And look, they've got a beer garden too. This'll do nicely too. Cool name. And then opposite the pink house, so you can't miss them. Oh aye. Get this, wooden spindle land. Wonder what this is all about. Is someone building a surprise in here? demolition and site clearance work. So this has been demolished here. Whatever was here has been demolished. What was here? Are you from this area? Would you like to tell me what was demolished here? Yeah, I said it's not a big place, but actually for village standards, you know, it's quite populated with houses. It's just one straight with like streets off each side. Ah, look at this, they've even managed to squeeze in a little war memorial. This is nice here, look at this. We've got a bench, another board telling us things. Do your book swap at the village hall. This is lovely. Look at it under the tree. Placed perfectly. Subtle, yet fantastic. I am almost at the end of the long Milton of Balgonie road, but as I get to the end here I'm going to whip out my phone and just see if I can learn a little bit more, just a fraction more I guess, and see what that leads to, see if I've missed anything. Basically I'm going to swing round because there's a woodland walk round here that I'm excited to check out. This is Old Mill Court, where people have tractors in their gardens, only on Old Mill Court. Wonder where they got that from. Now, I don't know if you can see over the wall, but there's the castle I tried to get in filmed in the Cold Town of Balgonie series. And the Cold Town of Balgonie is just over there. I'm pointing, if that even means anything through the camera. Oh aye, look at this. This is some delicious work. I need to get this from the air, is what I need to do. It's a hedge. It's what I believe says Balgonie on it. It's got to say, I mean that's a B, that's an L. I think it says something else. I think it says blooming. I think it says bloomin'. Bloomin'. There's me thinking it says Balgonie. We're on Milton Bray. Right, I could go up this way. I'm going to go up this way first, because there's another wee bit that takes you out to the main road, and that'll, I think, covered the entirety of the residential aspect of this place. Okay, so I'm just walking up to the end of Balgonie. I'm just going to call it Balgonie for short. Look at this sign. So you've got Markinch up ahead, done. Glenrothes done, Leslie done, Milnefort done, Methil done, Buckhaven done, Leven done. Basically what I'm saying is I've done all them places. But if that sign gives you an idea of, a better idea of where Milton of Balgonie is, if you didn't know, and you fancy coming to visit, this is where it is. Because you could go visit Thistleday nicely. It'd be lovely. There's loads of flowers to see here. It is a really beautiful, well kept place. And that's me back to the main road, basically. The other end, the other entrance is right along there where I started. I just walked all the way along to here. This is another cool sign. What's this? Oh! It's another sign. Welcome to Milton of Balgonie. So, you really got to get to the edge of town to get these signs, but if you get to the edge of town, you get the sign. The village of Milton of Balgonie owes its existence to the Balfours. Thanks, Balfours. One of the ancient sheriff families of Fife who are thought to have possessed lands in this area as early as in the reign of Duncan I. The first Balfour house, or House of Orr, which was built upon the family's ancestral lands, was the birthplace of Cardinal Beaton, or Bethune, who played a large part in Scottish history of the 16th century, and also of Mary Beaton, well known as one of the Four Marys. The ladies in waiting to Mary Queen of Scots were made famous in the song supposedly sung by Mary on the eve of her execution. Yestereen the Queen had 4 Marys, the next she'll hae but 3. There was Mary Beaton and Mary Seaton and Mary Carmichael and me. There you go. Balfour House was rebuilt and the new house was remodelled through the centuries by successive generations. It fell into disrepair in the early 20th century before being demolished in 1930. There you go. I'd finished reading it all, but I was getting a dry mouth, I'm going to be honest with you. But that's the thing, I'll give you a tidbit, I'll give you a little slice, and you've got to come do the rest yourself. And I actually sample the Milton of Balgonie in real life, like what I'm doing today. It's one thing you probably don't know or aware of, is how bad this place smells today. Must be some sort of farmer's magic manure or something, because it's got a kind of cheesy waft to it today. It's a lot more unpleasant than I would say normal. I don't know. It comes and goes, but you know, hopefully once I get in the woods I'll get the wafts of nature. Right, I'm back at the blooming bit. I just had deja vu. It smells nice around here, it smells like plants. It smells more planty, and then when you get away from the planty bits, it smells like cheesy horse manure again. Right. So I think I've got to go down here and cross this little bridge. There's a little bridge down here. Aha. Oh aye, look at this. Was this an old burn or something? It looks like there's a wee tunnel under here. Secret tunnels. But there's loads of secrets around here. What with that castle being over there, and the big fancy manor house. It's definitely a place of secrets. So we go over this wee bridge here. Over here, this is just a field of weeds. Just a classic weed field. It's actually a cracking day. I feel like this is the last hits of summer hitting us, and you've got to enjoy it. I'm excited for winter, I do look forward to it, but you know, come a couple of months time I probably won't be saying I'm excited for winter. I'll probably be cursing myself. Look at this, just crossing the bridge in the middle of the road. Down here, heavy flowing river there. This must be the River Leven, which I know runs all the way towards Kennoway. I remember learning that. So this River Leven will be the same one that comes through Glenrothes as well. Right, what have we got here then? Public path to Weems by Tully something. Tully, someone's covered the rest of the word with a sticker. This is what it's all about. This is amazing. If ever you're feeling stressed or whatever it is, whatever you're feeling that's too much at any point in life, find a river. It doesn't have to be the River Leven. Find a woodland, find a path, just walk, take it in for a while. Try and live in that moment, breathe it in, because it's a glorious thing, I tell thee. It's a glorious thing. It's quite a serious river, this. take the fall in. But the noise of the river just flowing so calming. This feels really wild up there all of a sudden. This'll do nicely. Right, look at this little bench. It's a nice wee spot to sit and contemplate how nice the river weaving is. This is actually like a low-key, brilliant riverside walk that I did not know existed. It's brand new to me and it's a cracker. Oh man, it's just littered with like things to see. It's perfect. It's a nice big wide path. Oh, it's just so nice, well shaded as well. I'm having the time of my life walking through here, and I'm really just ambling around slowly. I ain't in a hurry along here. And it's perfect. You walk one way right through the town, and then just adjacent to it you go right back the way along through the woods. I mean, I'm hoping they come out at the other side of the village. That'd be nice. But if not, you know, who cares? I'm having a good time. Right, so I popped on Wikipedia to see what I could see, and this is what I got, which is actually interesting. So it goes on about how the village is home to a number of industries from the ages flax, flour and wood mills, coal mining, although none now remain active. That's very sad. However, the sawmill being the last standing, so that must have been where the demolished building was. That's my assumption, because it says, but already partially redeveloped. And the coal mine was situated at the west end and was accessible by walking into rather than a vertical shaft. There's little remaining apart from the bricked up entrance in the wall opposite Castle View. So I think that's that bit where we're walking down, looking over to the castle area, where it said Bloomin'. Somewhere along there, there's a bricked up entrance to the coal mine. Pretty cool. Look at this, it already feels like autumn here. What's going on? The beginning of the autumn leaf kick-in. It's always fun for the dogs to run through the leaves. Right, something exciting's happening over on River Leaving. Sounds like there's rapids building. Right, I've come to a junction and I don't know where to go. I'll go up that way, which is a different way back the way I came, I think, and go up that way. That just looks like I'm going away way. I don't want to say no to that one. We can come down here and just keep going the way we came. I'm just going to keep going the way I came, but then I get another option, so I can keep going down here. Oh, actually this seems like it's the way I have to go to take me back to the Milton of Balgonie. I think that's the end of the loop. Just like that. I'm going over a bridge right now as we speak. There we go. What a great loop. That's it. Just like that. I need to get the drone up. See what's going on. There we are, we're back at the river. It comes over here, but we've got another bridge here, and this is leading us right back into the Milton of Balgonie, where I started. Perfect. There's a serious bit of the river here. It's a dangerous wall because it's not very high. So, if you're bringing kids, make sure you've got them on a bungee rope. So, just to put things into context, that's where I started there with the horse. And I just walked all the way along there. All the way along there. Met the woods somewhere along there and walked all the way around to here. That's pretty much what I've done. Here she goes. Fly high, my beautiful, fly high. So just whilst the drone decides to fly home itself and do its thing, I just want a wee shout out thank you to Charles Belsey, who topped up my PayPal on my birthday. What a guy, what a legend, thank you so much. If you want to tip a ginger, I'll pop the links below. How's she getting on? Almost here. Yeah, helps with petrol, gets a coffee when I'm out, just all that usual stuff. So thank you so much for that. I'm just waiting on the drone coming back in, and then I'm going to head up this road, because when I was out in the drone I noticed there's a park and a football field I missed, so I see how that's going. Look at that. So there you've seen from the sky the whole entirety of the, I was about to say the coal town, the mill town of Balgonie. I wonder as well if I've actually said now the coal town of Balgonie throughout the episode. I'll find it when I'm editing it back. Anyway, I digress. You've seen from the sky the size of the place. It's not massive, but it's spectacular enough. And you can see the Lomond Hills in the background and how central in Fife we are here. It's a cool location. I come out at the bus stop that's just off the road that, you know, if you're not an experienced bus driver you may miss. There you go, that's where that road was going to take me. Right, what did I say I was going to do? I was going to go see the football pitch that I missed. That's probably part of the reason why this place smells so funky. A lot of that. I suggest you juice up on the antihistamines when you come to a place like this, on a day like this. I found the football field. Alas, it is not a football field, it is just a field with a park. Oh, there's a football field. Just got no nets. It doesn't look very used. I don't know if I've played football here. I didn't spot this when I came down this road until I went up the Skye and I seen a big grass field and I thought, oh yeah, I wonder if there's a flying fox there. It's got one of those yellow chutes that used to be up the glen where you'd get an electric shock if you went down. And not an electric shock, more of a static shock. It's a nice big green field, good place to walk your dog. You know, if you just want to off the lead for a sprint and a run. Or if you want a nice donder through the woods, you've got the woods too. Aye. I mean, the pitch is marked out, so... But I don't see no changing rooms, unless the changing rooms are over the road in the miners' welfare place. Let me know, does anyone play here? Is there a team that plays... Is there a team called Milton of Balgonie? Am I missing a trick here? There we go. I don't have to do much research. There's the sign there. Welcome to the home of Glenrothes AFC, established 1976. This is where Glenrothes AFC play. Now I know. I had a feeling I'd played football here before, I'm sure I have. Just it's all coming back to me now. Quite nice wee place to play. Not bad, there we go. We learn more from the Skye that I might have missed. And the Glenrothes boys would have been on the messaging saying, "Hi, you missed our football stadium / pitch." Well, no I didn't. Covered it. Right, so I'm just going to head back to where I started now and conclude this episode. You know, not everywhere you go is going to be massive and filled with interesting things. Hey listen, not that the Milton of Balgonie isn't interesting, it's just it's a short, it's sweet, and it's compact and lovely. I guess a lot of the old history and not much of it's left for seeing other than the castle, but I kind of included that in the last episode, so you know. See, I don't know much about eating wild food, but you know, if I was hungry, I'd just gorge myself on these until I was spewing. I don't know if that's ready. I don't even know if I can eat these. I think I can eat the black ones, they're juicy. Well, I came to the Milton of Balgonie to complete the Balgonie collection, and that I have done. What a beautiful place. It's kind of like the cool town of Balgonie. It's just a small looping village, only it's a lot smaller than the cool town was. That side we had a beautiful stunning woodland walk. The village itself is stunning. It's got flower pots, it's got a lovely pub restaurant in the middle of it. This'll do nicely, check it out. It was closed when I went past. But I'm sure when you come it'll be open and you can get yourself a pint and a meal and all of that beautiful stuff. And it's just off the main road on your way to Methil that way, or Glenrothes that way. And that walk along the river Leven for me is the highlight of this place. It really is a special walk. So yeah, if you get the chance, come and check it out. Peace! I like this horse's haircut though. It's like a sort of blonde comb over curtains, look David Beckham-esque. Yeah man, I said it, you're David Beckham of horses.